Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's match number 24 of CricTracker presents Fan Code Oman D10. It's the Royals from Amerat taking on the Giants of Ghubrah. We are coming live from Oman Cricket Academy. It's the last game of the evening, but definitely not the least. It is going to be one game that will take us through a roller coaster ride. Let's head straight into action where we'll start off with the toss and let's find out what the two captains have to say.
Toss time here at the Oman Cricket Academy. Match number 24 of the CricTracker presents Fan Code Oman D10. All teams will be eager to accumulate the wins towards the business end. We have the two captains, Ahmed Khan for Ghubrah Giants, Karan Sonavle for Amerat Royals, and between them, Sagir, who will officiate this particular toss. Home team Ghubrah Giants will flip the coin. Karan, you will be calling. Khanjar is the call. नंबर इट इज अहमद जी आप टॉस जीते हो आप क्या करना चाहोगे और क्यों
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मैं बैटिंग करना चाहूँगा क्योंकि हम लोग सामने वाले को टारगेट देना चाहेंगे जिससे कि हम एक अच्छा टारगेट दे सकें और उनको कम से कम रन पे ऑल आउट कर सकें या 10 ओवर अपने कम रन रेट में फिनिश कर सकें।
ये जो आप टारगेट की बात कर रहे हो क्या नंबर सोच के रखा है आपने?
मैंने जो टारगेट रखा है 110 करीब रखा है तो हमारे लिए सफिशिएंट है।
You're backing your bowling. Any changes in your playing 11?
दो चेंज हैं, मोहसिन और अपना अकील, दो चेंज हैं।
ठीक है, all the very best Ahmed ji. Good luck. Very important match for you.
Thank you.
Karan, what would you have done had you won the toss?
Even we would have loved to bat first, but it's a good wicket. Due factor will come into play, and it's okay. We are happy to chase. We'll restrict them as many lowest total as we can. We have good bowling lineup also. That's it.
Yeah, you've been a different side on display in this particular format. What's been the reason?
And basically the players are experienced. They know what to do in what situation. So this is might helping out in our performances also.
Right. Any changes in your playing 11?
Just two changes. Bilal and Mehran is in. That's it. Like rest of the team is same.
Right. All the very best, Karan. Go well. So the news from here is that Ghubrah Giants have won the toss and they've decided to bat first.
Right, so Ghubrah Giants winning the toss and deciding to bat first. It worked in their favor the last time they did that, and I think they're taking a cue from that. They won the game, they restricted the opposition, and I think they're following suit in this game as well. Joining me in the comm box is Ashok Purohit. Ashok, good evening.
Very good evening, Shoaib. Umpires walking to the center. An interesting final game of the day coming up. Amerat Royals already in the top 4.
Well, quickly look at the playing 11 of the two teams. We'll start with Ghubrah Giants first. Abdullah Faizan, Adil Abbas, Ahmed Khan, Azmatullah Qazi, Dean Foxcroft, Ghazanfar Iqbal, Ibn Amin Habib, Kashif Ali, Pranav Mehta, Sanjay Ravindra and Shehbaz Nasir.
For Amerat Royals, it's Akshay Patel, Bilal Khan, Hemal Tandal, Karan Sonawale, the captain, Khafidul Nabi, Mehran Khan, Pratik Atawale, wicketkeeper, Rafiullah, Sparsh Tiwari, Utkarsh Sau and Vinayak Shukla. Ghubrah Giants won the toss and the batters are all set to come on the field. Here's the huddle, team huddle.
Yes, the players are definitely making plans, planning strategies against, and of course it's more of motivation than anything else. They just want to motivate each other, and that roar before they start the proceedings. Mujahid, the umpire on your screens right now with the white ball in his hand and a smile on his face.
Quite a big grin for Mujahid. Happy to be seen on the larger screen. The batters, Ghazanfar Iqbal and Dean Foxcroft. Dean Foxcroft, the architect of Ghubrah Giants' victory last evening, would hope to continue the rhythm, the momentum.
Sagir, the umpire, the other umpire on the screens right now. Both these umpires are having a payout in the middle. And last game of the evening, of course, it gets a little tiring, but not for these gentlemen. They are tireless workers, they've worked hard, and of course the unsung heroes of the Fan Code D10.
Quite true. A long day for them. started the first game around 3:15. Gazanfar Iqbal, 6 matches. He's yet to get a strike. Good strike. 39 just scored after 6 matches. 118. He would be looking for a big score.
Yes, he got some form. He struck some form in the previous game, and he would want to build on that. Meanwhile, Dean Foxcroft has been a very effective player for Ghubrah Giants with the ball and with the bat as well. 137 runs for him and a strike rate of 161.
Quite true. I was having a chat with Gazanfar before the match, and he said that lack of practice has been something which has been worrying him. So he needs to be having some more time in the middle. He said he would slowly get into the rhythm. It's Bilal Khan, the left-arm fast bowler.
So we're all ready for the first ball. Bilal Khan, and he'll be bowling to Dean Foxcroft, who will be taking charge for Ghubrah Giants. Here we go. First ball, almost a Yorker. And interesting, Ashok, that Dean Foxcroft on the very first ball has decided to come out of the crease, use his feet and try to take the aggressive route.
Quite true. That was a nice ball. And this is the field for Bilal Khan in the power play. Opening over, you have one, the square leg, deep, outside the circle, and the other one at extra mid-off.
Yes, Dean Foxcroft on strike. First ball, slower delivery. He's played that up in the air, and that will go the distance. That slower ball has not worked in the favor of Bilal because Dean Foxcroft was ready for it. He took that bait and played it up and over. He's middled it, he's timed it, everything right about that shot, and that's a 6.
Classic timing there from Dean Foxcroft. Gets it right in the middle of the blade, and that's a beautiful 6.
Well, that was one for the photographers. That drive, high elbow, and we found the ball back, but Bilal will be surprised to see that shot from Dean Foxcroft. Look at that nice full swing, high elbow, and the ball goes the distance.
Absolutely. Perfect picture. This time coming out of the crease, goes for a cut. Just a single. Bilal has been mixing the pace, mixing the length of the ball. This is an opening spell. He would like to pick up wickets. Gazanfar to face the first ball of the match.
Oh yes, Gazanfar will want to take some time, not throw his wicket away, because once he sets in, he's a different batter altogether. First ball, a Yorker delivery, big appeal and given. Well, that's a big wicket. Gazanfar has been found in front of the stumps. I felt for a moment that the ball was coming in too sharply. But that Yorker has done the trick for Bilal.
A perfect toe crusher gets him there on the back foot. And that's the reason why umpire has raised his fingers. A dejected Gazanfar Iqbal out for a duck. Ghubrah Giants 7 for 1. Bilal happy with this first victim. Got it in his first over. Ghubrah Giants 7 for 1. In comes Kashif Ali. He'll be joining Dean Foxcroft. These are the two players Ghubrah Giants have brought in specially for the D10 league. 6 matches, 126 runs. Strike rate of 77.46. Pardon.
Yes, 177. That's a healthy strike rate. Starts off with another Yorker. And in control of that shot, Kashif. He's got a very keen eye. He reads the ball early. He's getting some swing in the air as well, Bilal.
That's impressive. Impressive bowling from Bilal Khan. This is the dismissal. Takes a late swing, gets him wrapped. It looked the ball going towards the leg side. This time on the pads, and Kashif Ali has flicked it beautifully, but just for a single.
Yes, this has been a good over, successful over for Amerat Royals. Ghubrah Giants lose 1 wicket and the score on the board is 8 runs.
That's your next step. Bowler come right arm over to you.
Fans raising the thumb, enjoying the game, they say. A good smile there. One of the spectators. This is a V sign there. Victory for whom? It has to be seen. Ghubrah Giants or Amerat Royals. Hemal Tundal, the right arm fast, picked up 3 wickets with a good economy of 7 runs.
Well, he's been very effective, Hemal Tundal, in this edition of Fancode D10. SkyExchange.net presents Fancode D10, and Hemal Tundal has been very, very impressive. That's the field, 1/3 man on the boundary ropes and a square leg, a deep square leg fielder. Ghubrah Giants have these two players who can actually take the game deep. Oh, they're looking for that run. Never possible. That was a suicidal try. Dean Foxcroft wanted to go for that, but Kashif was never interested.
Misunderstanding there. That would have been suicidal. A run out here would not have been the best of the result for the two batters, Kashif Ali and Dean Foxcroft.
That's your middle stick.
Kashif Ali looking at the
Bowler
ball,
come right arm over to you.
not interested in the run. Dean Foxcroft had almost come half the pitch. Had it been on the stumps, it would have been a good call.
That's right. He had all the time in the world, Hemal, to aim and target those 3 stumps. He couldn't do it. And Dean is still alive to fight another day, another quick delivery. Dean wanted to take the charge, again stepping down, but this has hit him and it will hurt him.
That's very good bowling from Hemal. Generated the pace, saw Dean Foxcroft charging, followed him, and the ball has hit him high on his thighs. That would have really hit him hard. It would be painful.
Oh yes, we can't use the sprays, the magic sprays that are available. But that was a quick delivery. And what that does is it disorients you. You lose your focus. You'll have to start from zero, from scratch again. It will take some time for him to get his breath back.
Yes, couple of gulps of water. This is the dugout of Ghubrah Giants, bit worried, concerned. Welfare of Dean Foxcroft, one of the key players for the team. Hemal Tundal. Families out in the stands, holding a newborn baby. This is impressive. Big fans of cricket here, enjoying the lovely evening at Oman Cricket Academy.
Oh yes, it's a family outing, and what better place to be than to come here, enjoy some cricket in this beautiful weather here at Al Amerat, Muscat, Oman Cricket Academy. Hemal Tundal continues. This time he goes down the leg side. Normally after a hit, the batsman is the one who loses focus, but on this occasion it's Hemal Tundal. He's bowled one way down the leg side, and he's not only bowled a wide, he's given away 4 runs extra.
Absolutely. Trying too hard here. And that's atrocious delivery from Hemal Tandal after bowling couple of good balls.
Yes, 5 wides. Dean will face Hemal again. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Very well done. It was on the stumps. It's not easy because if you miss, that ball would have crashed into the stumps, but not to be in complete control of that shot. And Dean gets another boundary.
This is confidence personified. Took it on and played that hit very well. Valuable 4 runs for Ghubrah Giants. 18 for 1.
Yes, winning the toss, batting first, has definitely worked for Ghubrah Giants and their batters. They're playing with a free mind. They're able to express themselves. And that continues in this game as well. A long way to go from here on. Oh, another good looking shot. That's gone and will not clear the boundary. He'll keep that in the field of play, but that was a no-look shot from Dean Foxcroft. Very confident straight down the ground. The timing was not 100%, and hence the ball did not cross over the boundary ropes.
This is how he went. Didn't follow the ball after hitting. Took the elevation, but just missed the boundary. Good fielding there. This time again goes for a wild hit, but there's a run there. Confusion there. Chance of a run out. The ball ricocheted after the throw, and the batters ran for a quick single. 21 for 1 after over number 2. Children and families enjoying the Saturday evening at the Amerat. Rafiullah coming into attack. So there's pace attack on both ends. Bilal opening, followed by Hemal, and now it's Rafiullah. 6 overs, 5 wickets. 6 matches, 5 wickets so far.
Rafiullah, a very important part of Amerat Royals, a handy all-rounder. Bowls really well, bats lower on down the order, and also is a very good finisher of the game. Rafiullah comes in steaming, right arm over the wicket, gets a ball shaping away from the right-handed Dean. He just guides it and will get a single. So movement in the air for Rafiullah, and that's a good sign.
Absolutely. But Dean Foxcroft did very well to glide it to third man. So interesting battle between the bat and the ball here. Good ball followed by a good result for Dean Foxcroft. Picks up single. Rafiullah coming in from the Oman LNG end. This time bowls a slower ball. No run. A dot ball.
Nicely watched till the end by Kashif. He's played it back to the bowler, so a dot ball. But that wouldn't be the priority right now. The idea is to build a partnership just the way the Darset Titans batters did. Zishan Maqsood alongside Khurram Khan. They know the value of their wickets, and so do these two batters as well. They need to stay there, hang on as much as they can.
Yes, stitching partnerships would be, and that's a wild delivery from Rafiullah. Possibly would have slipped out of his hand. Goes down the leg side. A no ball. No ball adjusted by the umpire. So a free hit coming up.
Well, a license to go for it. Kashif is definitely going to take on Rafiullah now. The height was an issue there. It was a beamer, of course, had to be called a no ball. Good call. Where does he go? Where does he target Rafiullah? Does he go straight down the ground? Or does he try to play across? We'll find that out. Short ball, pulled, slower delivery. There is a fielder stationed there and it goes straight to him. In the end, not much damage with that free hit.
Absolutely, Kashif failed to exploit that free hit. He should have gone for a bigger, better shot. Pulled the ball, the short ball, but didn't give the power to it. So the lack of power meant it went straight to the fielder on the boundary.
Cut. And will it go the distance? No, there's a fielder there. So will be only a single. Ghubrah Giants can afford a few quiet overs. Even if 6, 7, 8 in that over, not a problem. If these two settle in, they know they can reach that 110, 120 mark and then put pressure on Amerat Royals.
Yes, stitching the partnership is very crucial at this moment for Kashif and Dean. Dean has played 9 balls for 16, Kashif 5 of 7. And this is the time for them to lay the platform.
Another good ball, slower delivery from Rafiullah. This time the length was also good, the line also on the stumps. When you bowl slower deliveries, it is important that you bowl them on the wicket because then your chances of getting in a wicket increase many-fold. The leg before comes into play, and if the batsman misses the ball, you are always attacking the stumps.
And a possibility of miss it is always there.
Rafiullah making sure his field changes are spot on.
Fine leg going deep on the ropes. So possibly looking for a shorter ball here. This time he bowls a shorter one, but Dean makes it look very good. He moves quickly on the leg, glides it back to the backward point.
Very good shot, making room for himself, Dean, and playing it up and over the point fielder. 3 overs gone, 32 for 1.
Bowler come right, I'm over to you.
So a bowling change for Amerat Royals. Experienced Mehran Khan, another very handy all-rounder, very effective, will be brought into the attack. Gentle medium pacer, but very consistent, and again one of the few bowlers who has the knack of taking wickets.
Absolutely. He, along with Sufyan Mahmood, these are bowlers in Oman circuit who are known to break partnerships.
This time outside off. Some movement in the air. So the ball is still relatively new. Not a lot of hitting from Kashif and Dean. And that's why that movement is still available for bowlers.
Bowlers like Mehran, they use a lot of experience. He's an intelligent bowler. He bowls a slow one, has got variation, and coming in from the com box end. This time on the legs, nicely flicked for a single. Kashif is interested in the second one, but rightly refused. Just a single. So Mehran has conceded 2 of 2. Ghubrah Giants 34 for 1.
Bowling fuller and almost targeting that Yorker length this time. Karan is on short covers. Well fielded. He's also the captain of Amerat Royals.
Yes. He was trying the Yorker. Got it, but a bit wide. And good piece of fielding there by Karan Sonawale. Setting the example.
Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Straight down the ground. Dean Foxcroft has announced himself. He is taking on each and every bowler. Not afraid to play his shots. expressing in the wildest of forms. And Dean Foxcroft has got another boundary.
Yeah, that was a length ball. Mehran had tried it in the previous, but this time Dean Foxcroft ready for it, a bit wide, and hammers it down the ground for a much needed boundary.
On the pads. Looking for two, and yes, they'll get it comfortably in the end. Good running between the wickets. When you run the first run hard, you're always on for the second, and that also puts the pressure on the fielders.
Yes, they were trying that last time, but this time he had hit it wide of the fielder, so they had time, and this is good running between the wickets between Dean and Kashif. Shows the understanding between the two professionals. Mehran coming for the last ball of his opening over, conceded 9 so far.
Last ball, where does he bowl? Another Yorker. Yes, he does. And bowls well, executes well.
Spot on. As the Yorker and as your guess, Shoaib. That's end of over number 4, 42 for 1. Ghubrah Giants. There's another bowling change. Khafidun Nabi brought into the attack. Left arm orthodox spinner picked up 7 wickets with a decent economy of 8.89.
He's a good left arm spinner. I really like him. He's one of the few bowlers who have made an impression in this edition of Fanco D10. He's been effective. He's bowling well. He looks like a complete package.
That's the field for Khafidun Nabi. Boundary riders. Dean Foxcroft comes down and hammers it. But there's a fielder at the boundary. Just a single. Khafid looks a lot like Ravindra Jadeja.
Yeah, he looks and bowls a lot like Ravindra Jadeja as well. Likes to finish his overs quickly.
I meant the action.
Yes. That's right. You're spot on. And he's consistent as well. Not as good as Jadeja, but he can get there if he continues to work hard. And he's able to get some turn of a new ball. That is a special skill that I'm really impressed about.
Big wicket coming inside the circle. This time a slow one, a bit of flight outside the off, but just a single. Keeps the batter quiet.
Let's look at that bowling action from Hafid. Yes, very similar to Jadeja. He's a lot front-chested, Hafid. Normally you see bowlers, left-arm spinners coming a lot cross, and that front foot goes across, but he is bowling a lot with open chest. This time a wide, and we'll have to bowl that again.
Yes, quite true. And it's interesting to see these youngsters like Khafidun Nabi and a couple of other players. They look and imitate a lot of the stars. Like we have Imran looking at bowling style lot like Shoaib Akhtar. Now we have him, sorry. And this is a wide ball, way outside.
That was a good decision to go for the switch hit from Dean. Stepping down the track, that was way too wide. Suddenly when we start praising someone so much, we see the bowler bowling some really bad balls, and Hafid is following suit.
Commentators curse, as they say.
Well, I'm a pro in that by now. That's one thing that I've done really well.
You're pro in a lot of things, Shoaib. This time he has hit it high and it's cleared the ropes. That's a great 6. Straight down the ground.
Yes, Hafid is not learning from his mistakes. He's been bowling way too wide. And Kashif this time gets hold of that ball, plays it straight down the ground. Easy pickings. When you're not bowling on the stumps, the batters have less to fear about. And Kashif has played a good shot for 6.
Beautiful looking shot there. This is another wide. Hafid proving to be expensive.
चल Hafid.
Well, somebody has to go up to him and tell him that he needs to be bowling into the stumps. That's much better, and that could be a catch. No, it's been played in the gap. Misfield. But your fielders have to be in the right place. That is the longer part of the boundary. That's where you need your batters to be playing as a bowler.
Yes, he did make a last ditch attempt. Sorry. But that wasn't enough. Went cross bat. Almost reached there, but then misfielded and let the ball slip from his hand. Another wide. So it's bad bowling, Shoaib here.
Oh yes, Hafid has not bowled well. Last ball of the over. Can he finish off well? Yeah, that's a much better ball. That's where you need to be bowling day in, day out, my friend. A dot ball, and that will be the end of a very expensive over. A lot of forced errors. Hafid needs to come back strong. If 5 overs gone, 58 for 1, Ghubrah Giants.
Power play लिया.
Dean Foxcroft and Kashif Ali looking set for a big total. Dean Foxcroft on 30, Kashif on 19. Ghazanfar Iqbal out on a golden duck. 5 bowlers tried out. Bilal the only successful bowler, 1 for 8. Hemal Tandal, none for 13. Rafiullah, Mehran, Khafidur Nabi. Khafidur Nabi conceding 16 of his only over. Time for a change in the com box. It's Suhas Vedam and Mikhail Waswani.
Thank you very much, Ashok. This is a very strong and a promising start here by Ghubrah Giants. They may have lost an early wicket, but they have consolidated well. And both these foreign recruits have turned up for the side when it's mattered the most. Raised their hand, grabbed the opportunity. Dean Foxcroft, player of the match in the last game. Kashif, another very fine batter to have in the side. Bilal, so good with the deliveries at the toe. Shy at the stumps. Everything happening here in the middle. Sanjaya with that throw. Beg your pardon, that's not Sanjaya. Good evening, Suhas.
Very good evening, Mikhail. Very good evening to viewers as well. Bilal's very quick indeed. Despite the throw, the batter had already made it. Bilal, he's realizing that the batter wants to take him on. Another direct hit? No, this time not a direct hit. Bilal's realizing that Dean wants to take him on. Look how he came down the track so that he can access the gap better.
Yes, they don't want to run out at this stage. Bilal is a very good, experienced pacer. You'd want to see him off and target the others. Maybe just rely on singles, get an edge here, get an odd boundary there.
Pranav's affording the widest smile. Bit of a misfield, but the batters were always looking for a single. Dean's played really well today. 31 of 19. Kashif 19 of 14.
They're up against Amerat Royals. Remember, the same team that got to 175 and the same team that also got to something close to 70, if I'm not wrong, Suhas.
That was an off day. They want to forget that very quickly. Amerat Royals have been excellent throughout the tournament, barring one day. And if you look at the positives, they got that reality check at the right time and not when the tournament's nearing the business end or in one of those games where you have to win to advance. Bilal Khan, just one run of the 3 balls he's bowled so far.
Very nicely bowled. He's so good with those deliveries that are slightly ahead full length right into that crease. But look at that bounce it got from that length. 24 matches on the same surface, Suhas. What a surface.
Terrific surface and terrific people who create that surface as well. That's Mazza sir along with Ali Bhai, as he's very popularly called.
Kashif 19 of 15. Again, right into that block hole. This is the length that will never allow any batsman to free their arms.
This is a good ball once again. He's targeting the toe end of the bat. He's going towards the Yorkers. And it's not long before he drags those Yorkers onto the stumps as well. Bilal's over has been excellent. And this is one of those reasons. Right up there. Would Kashif have been better served playing that guiding shot with the third man inside the circle? Easier said than done though.
Yes, very easier said than done, absolutely.
Because when you're crouching, Bilal can bowl. Oh, that as well. It's hit Dean in a softer part of the leg. He has somehow managed to trudge his way to the other end and complete that single. Dean Foxcroft is limping. And this innings has not been without a few body blows. 6 overs gone, 61 for 1.
साहू वो वाला धीरे ही डालना, जोर से नहीं, बैट पे आएगा.
The batters will have to take their chances now. Time has come for them to shift gears, look for acceleration, look for the big hits, change in bowling. Big. Oh, that almost carried, almost. A great catch as well. That ball was dying on him. He stretched forward, lunged forward. Did he get his fingers underneath that? On the point of impact, it popped out.
Utkarsh Sahu has a very wide release point. What an effort this is. Full marks for the efforts. It's one of those which you pray that it sticks as well. He's got him this time. All that Utkarsh had to do was bowl it straight and it went through the legs and hit middle. Dean Foxcroft loses his patience and in the process also his wicket.
And this is a very big wicket at a very crucial time and context to the game. Going for the switch hit. You miss, I hit, and Utkarsh gets his man. Dean, his last few minutes in the middle has not been an easy one. He walks back for 31 and 22. Another fine innings. Second wicket falls at 61 for 2 in the 7th over.
हाँ नहीं मारतो हा. आणि हा राहू दे ना, हा कापायला अवघड आहे, हा इझी आहे, वरनं ठेवला तरी जाईल. तो स्टंप मध्येच टाकतोय, असं कापायला देत नाही. मेरी भाई थोड़ा बस सही है.
6.2, 61 for 2. Adil Abbas comes to the middle. All new faces for this game. So many of them, so many new faces. Adil Abbas gets off the mark first ball. Utkarsh Sahu, how well has he started off? Dot ball, first ball and then a wicket.
Excellent yaar Sahu. Chalo yaro.
The idea for him was to use different release points to trouble Dean. The second one does the trick. It's very wide of the crease. Reminds me of Hamza Tariq of Scotland. There's a misfield. 2 more runs added to the tally. Kashif wouldn't mind that at all.
And all of a sudden, the flow of the runs has also stopped for Ghubrah. They'll have to get to somewhere close to or rather above 100 to just feel good when they come out to field. This man holds the key.
That's from the meat of the bat. And that's travelling with ease. He's hit it straight into the opposition dugout. It is a statement, not just a 6.
And that over of Utkarsh has been ruined by that half tracker. Way too short for a batter. Enough time for Kashif to just play it in the crease. And yes, that got the meat of the bat. It was clean. Very good shot under pressure.
This time is called for 2 as both the batters go past each other, but I'm afraid only one would be available, and one it is with a very good throw in the end. Utkarsh did get a wicket, but also got hit for a 6 off a very poor delivery. 10 of the over, 7 gone, 71 for 2.
Dean Foxcroft played a very fine innings opening the batting for Ghubrah, but it's Kashif Ali who'll hold the aces right now for them if they have to get to a good score. Still a lot of batting, but they'll be up against a very, very hostile bowling attack.
Short ball, pulls it away. Protection in the deep. Akshay Patel's got a good arm as well. How well has this man done for his side with a bat in hand? Akshay Patel, he's lit this tournament up. He's one of the key factors for Amerat Royals to be there where they are at the moment in the points table. Sparsh. He's bowling seam up here.
Checking a shot in the end. He'll settle for a single.
Sparsh is not providing pace at all. The idea is to bowl it far away from the batter, but still within the wide lines. Kashif's got a different way of dealing with balls that are a little wide. Would be an interesting watch. Would he go inside out? Anything over cover is a granted, is going to be boundary. There is a sweeper in place now. Wide ball signalled. Kashif was still going after it, because he knows fine leg was inside the circle, a bit of bat, and that will be 4.
Well, Kashif will have to take his chances. No half measures this time around. You're talking about inside out. I feel anything out of the ground will be welcomed right now by the dugout.
Very well said. Looking at Amerat Royals and the form they have been, barring one particular game, I think 110 is definitely required. Just falling just short. Kashif for a moment would have had his heart in his mouth. What great effort from Khafid. He wanted to stop the ball, not just from going for 4, but wanted to convert it into a catch as well. Excellent commitment. He could have hung back, taken it on the bounce. No.
Usually most fielders would do that, taken on the bounce, but he had overcommitted into that one, went for it, but then got body behind it. Very good commitment.
Slightly slower, gets it very fine. This is trickling away to the fence. Adil finds his first boundary. Very welcome for the double Gs. The first boundary in the over. Runs were taken in singles before this one. One wide delivery in between as well. He's made it look so simple. Once it beats fine leg inside the circle, no chance of stopping that. He's got enough bat on it. And that's a very thick blade as well for a bat. Adil. Sparsh has got to find new plans. Not there, my friend. That's just not where you have to bowl. Adil's guiding the ball over the fence. 6 all the way.
Just like the way he helped it towards the fine leg boundary. The fielder was placed after that last delivery where the boundary was scored, but this time he got full bat on that. And maximum here, and all of a sudden Ghubrah Giants have found a move on. 85 now. This is very good batting by Adil. He's taking the pressure off Kashif as well. And that's, did we see a glimpse of the trophy there?
Well, all you get is a glimpse now. You got to work towards getting there, isn't it? Oh, very well fielded. Rafiullah putting his body on the line. Will pick up 2 there, the batters. It's a very eventful over. Double G's are getting a move on. 8 overs gone, 87 for 2. Eight overs gone, 87 for 2. That's a very relaxed dugout, especially after the previous over.
Oh yes, mathematically, there's still an outside chance for Ghubrah to make it. Largely depending, of course, on the other games. Mehran. Full delivery this time. And Adil, beg your pardon, Kashif gets enough bat on that to play that over covers. Make no mistake, that's not an easy shot to play. That's never an easy shot to play. But look at the kind of timing he's put on that. Now Kashif comes in with some class and pedigree in this hit.
This is exquisite timing. No big flourish, no big follow through. Just watched it sail. He's using Mehran's pace against him. He wants a bottle of water and he suggests this is the right time with the ball being retrieved. Now that is what the teams are playing for. Glitzy trophy with a class. It's got elegance as well with that black in it, isn't it? You're a man of colors, isn't it? You know the colors and the combos.
Well, anything that's gold is striking, firstly. But then the entire combination. Oh, that's picked up again. And it will go just one bounce. Or is it a 6? We'll need some confirmation. It may have bounced on the 4. And it's a no ball as well. It's a free hit as well. It's a boundary as well. Everything happening in favor of Ghubrah Giants at the moment.
Mehran's losing the plot here. The first 6 was terrific hitting from Kashif. This one was being held by poor bowling. The question is whether it's a boundary or a 6. Kashif is enjoying this. This was a freebie for him. Well,
very close call. It's been declared 4 by the umpire.
now let's see if this angle gives us a better picture. Where does it land? And just inside. Boundary it is. Kashif gets the height. Kashif gets the distance. What a hit this one is. If the first 6 was wow, this is awesome.
Oh yes, some delightful hits in the middle from the bat of Kashif. What an innings he's playing. Last evening it was Dean, and tonight it's Kashif taking his team to a very strong total. Again pitched up in the slot. Goes down on his knee and plays that over the long off region. Full of timing.
Slower delivery, beats the man. Adil wants a single. He hasn't done too bad himself, 14 or 5. But Kashif says, leave it to me. Leave it to me. 17 of the first 3 balls. This is exquisite timing once again. And so much power to Wow, what a treat to watch. He just is planning to get underneath the ball and lets his bat do the talking.
Again picks this up and he's middled it to perfection. That has sailed into an area where the ball has disappeared, and look at that dugout. Kashif Ali is turning it on, and in the process he's also reached to his half century. This will be a very, very important innings if Ghubrah Giants put it past the Amerat Royals.
110 with 8 balls to spare. Kashif Ali is turning the heat on. 53 or just 26 balls. He's targeted the boundary ropes twice, and beyond them he's sent the ball 5 times. Well, a full toss is what Kashif would have wanted at the end of the day. 6 more added to the tally. What terrific hitting this is. The 4th 6 of the over.
And now we know why he denied that single when Adil was in a hurry to get to the striker's end. Kashif has redeemed himself, vindicated his decision, and said, I'll take maximum strike because I'm getting the maximums for the team at the moment. Back-to-back sixes. This is batting at its very best.
There is a field change for Kashif when he isn't considering any fielder. His shot selection has been such. Now he'll have to push for that single and does really, really well to retain strike. This is a man who's on a plan today. Well, he's got one more delivery. I beg your pardon, there's one more delivery to come. Remember, there was a no ball in between.
Goes big Adil this time. Has he middled it enough? Not really. Oh, it's been put down by Sparsh. All of a sudden, the energy of Amerat Royals has dropped in the middle. Courtesy some blitzkriegs in the middle from the bat of Kashif Ali. 32 runs coming from this over. And it has practically taken the wind out of Amerat Royals as well. This has been sublime hitting. And Ghubrah Giants are turning it on in the middle.
One more over to spare.
Yeah, let's continue. Yeah, bat is ready. Yeah. Bowler come right arm out to you.
We've seen some belligerent hitting in the middle, let me tell you, in the last 10 to 15 deliveries. Oh, he's just tried to do something very cheeky, but then had to go conventional. Adil has not played a bad role at all. 15 of 6, make that 16 of 7.
I think he just made this game even more exciting with that single. Rather than what shot he was trying to go for, I think he was targeting the fine leg region to try and get a boundary. Rafi bowling it slightly wider. This will be an interesting contest.
Who's winning it?
At the moment, Kashif hands down 60 of 28, 120. He scored half of those runs. The idea is to pick up 2. Kashif doesn't blink twice before taking 2. Adil obliges to go towards the non-striker's end, which was a danger end as well.
And it's been referred in all of this. A slight break in momentum as we'll look for the third umpire's call, but that looked like the batter would have made it. He'll get break time, some hydration as well. This was chipped towards the long off region. Nicely fielded by Utkarsh.
They're checking for the run out. Who gets there first? Does he get there? This is when he drags the bat, and he's done well enough. We'll very soon see the green light go on. And it comes on. That means 2 runs completed. Kashif retains strike. Ghubrah Giants get exactly what they want.
Oh, this time, don't think so. He's middle it. Fielder coming underneath this one will be taken. That's Hemel Tandil. You don't expect him to drop many, but what an innings, Kashif Ali. You can go back on a standing ovation. That's because you've taken your team to a very, very strong total. He had to throw his bat, and this time didn't quite middle it and chipped it towards covers. And another wicket here for Amerat Royals.
Fantastic innings comes to an end. Hamilton Dale completes a very good catch. Kashif has to depart. He's furious with himself, but he's played his part. He has 62 of 30, suggesting a little bit more bounce than what he anticipated. 9.3, 122 for 3.
Bat is ready, bat is ready, bat is ready.
Three more balls to go. Shot ball and does really well. Even though the batter was deep inside the crease. Well, wide ball signaled. A little late and one for the over as well. The margins in these games, isn't it? The margins in our game. Rafiullah. He's got to re-bowl this one. 3 more deliveries coming up. 1, 2, 3 on the board for 3 wickets. Slower delivery. Will this be taken? This should be taken ideally, and it is. Adil departs as well, and in the final over, Ghubrah Giants looking for a flourish, and they aren't getting any. 2 new batters at the crease is what the situation would be to face the final 2 deliveries of the innings. Rafiullah gets another wicket.
Oh yes, didn't quite get behind that one. And a straightforward catch at long off. Another wicket fall. So the last over, Amerat Royals just pulling things back in their favour. Adil trying his best, played some fine hits in the middle, gave good company to Kashif as well. It's 123 for 3.
Yeah, that's the leg kick. Ball come right up over.
Shabazz will face. Azmat will find himself at the non-strikers end to start with. 2 balls to go. Shabazz needs to middle this one. Does he do well? No, it's a catching galore. Another catch. Akshay this time. Rafiullah picks up 3 wickets in the final over with a ball to go.
Oh yes, Rafiullah has done a good job of keeping things very tight and sticking to the basics. And he's on a hat-trick as well. Can he cap it off with that final delivery? This time short, pulled. The fielder was deployed for that catch and nicely taken back Shai Patel. So wickets falling in a heap. Shehbaz Nasr has to depart without scoring. Another wicket for Rafiullah. It's 123 for 5 with 1 ball to go.
Ready. What's your action? Bowler come right and over. Last ball to go.
Azmatullah Qazi will face the final delivery of the innings. He's hit it straight up in the air. This could be another catch. Fielder underneath will pouch it safely. 4 wickets and a hat-trick for Rafiullah, the second that we've seen in SkyExchange.net presents Fan Code Oman D10. What a great over this has turned out to be for Amerat Royals. 4 wickets, 3 of them on the trot for Rafiullah.
Oh yes, and he does really well to close things in favour of Royals. They'll go back very confident and happy. This entire 10th over has belonged to Rafiullah. He's all smiles as the teammates come and congratulate him on a very fine bowling effort. Hat-trick for him in the SkyExchange.net presents Fan Code Oman D10 as he finishes with wonderful figure, the 4 for 15 in his 2 overs, an economy of 7.5. Top bowling effort here. And Amerat Royals, who conceded a few in the death overs will feel good with this late resurgence in their bowling.
At one stage, Ghubrah Giants were eyeing 140. They have been curtailed to 1-2-3. Some brilliant bowling towards the end by Rafiullah. Didn't miss his mark many times. 4 out of the 6 deliveries in the final over were yielding wickets. Just tells you how badly Ghubrah Giants needed that middle order to fire this time around. 0-0 and 0 over there. Of course, one of them not out, couldn't face a delivery. Dean Foxcroft, excellent, 31 of 22. Battling pain as he batted. Ghazanfar Iqbal was a one-ball visitor today. Kashif Ali, 62 of 30, is a standout performer who held the innings together and provided the impetus for a good finish. Shehbaz Nasser went early. Azmatullah Qazi had to go for the big shot right away, and that was the end of Ghubrah Giants. 1-2-3 for 6. Rafiullah, pick of the bowlers, 4 wickets for him, 2 overs, 15 runs. This has been a night to remember for the young man. Utkarsh Sahu picked up a wicket as well. Bilal Khan did pick up 1 wicket too. Out of all the bowlers used, 3 bowlers were wicket takers.
Ghubrah Giants began well. Dean Foxcroft opening the batting looked in sublime form once again. Ghazanfar though couldn't really continue with a good run from the last game, but the partnership of Kashif Ali and Dean once again proved very vital and was instrumental in taking the team to a very powerful total. Just when he was beginning to tee off, he lost his wicket, but Kashif played some of the most good-looking strokes in the middle, and this one over of Mehran Khan, he accumulated more than 30 runs to power his team over 120 and give them a chance to think of getting those 2 important points. It was power hitting all the way from the bat of Kashif Ali, as he was joined by Akil as well, who did a fine job of playing the perfect foil. In the end, Kashif getting one on the top of his bat and couldn't really middle that, as wickets fell towards the end, as many as 4 going, and it was Rafiullah who got that much needed hat-trick, and a famous hat-trick in the D10 tournament, to put an end to things for the Ghubrah Giants.
Yes, only the wickets column ticked in the final over. Runs not so much. 1-2-3 is what Ghubrah Giants have managed, and that means Amerat Royals are looking for 124 when they come out to bat. Will they be able to get there? Only time will tell. We'll bring you every ball of that run chase on the other side of the break.
The chase is on here for Amerat Royals. We're coming to you live from the Oman Cricket Academy. SkyExchange.net presents Fan Code Oman D10. It's the final game of the evening. Amerat Royals eyeing that win to consolidate their position in the top 4 Ghubrah, hoping they have an outside chance after securing a win today. It was a batting masterclass by Kashif Ali as he went on to get a very wonderful 62 in 30 and stitched a very fine partnership with Dean Foxcroft, and Adil as well in the end just gave him some impetus, but otherwise the batting has not been that great, keeping in mind that they lost wickets at regular intervals. It was a Rafiullah show. He had a memorable night and a night to remember. 4 for 15 and a hat-trick as well for him to ensure that he gets a few things in favour of the Amerat Royals in the bowling department. Just the right time to welcome Shoaib Ahmed in the com box.
Well, thank you so much, Mikhail. Rafiullah is not done yet, I tell you, because he's going to come out to bat for Amerat Royals. And the way he's performed with the ball, if he does half of that with the bat, Amerat Royals will stand a good chance. The two umpires walking out in the middle with the ball in his hand is Sagir. On to his left is Mujahid, the umpire. Both the umpires are walking out and will have definitely the best seat in the house, because we are expecting a lot of high quality action right there in the middle. Amerat Royals, the way they've played so far in the tournament, are not going to go down without a fight. Expect a strong comeback, a counter attack from these two players, and straight away you see a change in the batting order. Rafiullah has been sent up the order to open the innings, and I tell you, this is going to be one cracker of a game. Rafiullah being sent in to bat alongside Pratik Athavale. Both the batters will look to take on the bowlers of Ghubrah Giants, and especially in the power play overs, they're going to make sure that they get runs on the board.
Yes, we understand momentum is with Rafi, luck is with him. He's feeling good, he's got a hat-trick, but we really want to tinker with that opening combination, which has done so well for Amerat Royals. Akshay and Pratik have been getting the runs, but it's a different batting top order right now. Rafiullah will open and he'll be taking strike as well. This is a very interesting move.
Well, it's going to be a contest within a contest. Rafiullah versus Dean Foxcroft. Both have had a good day. So who's going to come out on top? Rafiullah, of course, has the ability to hit the ball high and handsome, while Pratik has been in sublime form, prime touch. I'm running short of adjectives here to describe the way Pratik Athavale has played in this D10. 208 strike rate is not a small feat. It is a big achievement in the D10 format.
Oh yes, Pratik has been one of the most impressive batters. He'll be up against Foxcroft, who's done decently well. An economy of 8, acceptable 6 wickets for him. He's kept it tidy. He's got the ball to actually move and not turn, being an off-spinner. Take a look at the field. You have a deep mid-wicket and a long on in place. On the off, all inside the circle. Play has been called. Down the ground this time. It goes past the fielder at mid-off and it'll be 4. So Rafiullah has been sent with the plan. He's not going to waste any time and he's going to go after the bowling.
Yes, that's the plan, and has started to work off well for Rafiullah. First ball, he's slapped that straight down the ground, and with that wide ball, a brand new wide ball, it's going to travel even faster.
This is a very interesting move. There again, looks to go big. Fielder in position. He'll keep it to a single, but Rafiullah has come with an intention to tee off in every delivery, and with an off-spinner bowling into a right-handed batter, Rafiullah will always chance his arms.
Well, they know the importance of the power play overs. Two fielders outside on the boundary ropes, a mid-wicket and a long on, as Foxcroft continues.
How beautiful is that hit? How good is it? Ghazanfar can only watch it sail into the ad boards. Quite literally a sky exchange shot. Almost touched the skies and got down over there. Pratik Athavale in sublime form.
Well said, Mikhail. That's a beautiful shot. It's gone high and he's got 6 runs. Meanwhile, another good ball. A quick run. Misfield from Kashif. He's not been able to collect the ball, and that 1 run will be added to the total.
Just take a look at that 6 from the bat of Pratik Athavale. Full extension there. Full face of the bat presented. Very nicely. Ah, that's been hit hard. That should be 4 more. They're dealing in 6s and 4s at the moment. Amerat Royals, that's how they've played their brand of cricket. It's been fearless, it's been aggressive, and it's been one full of entertainment. At the moment, Dean under the cosh.
Oh yes, that was another good hit from Rafiullah. And the onslaught continues and will continue as long as this man is there on your screens. Another big heave, misfield, and the ball will go and cross the boundary ropes. So a very expensive over coming in from Dean Foxcroft, 20 of it, and Amerat Royals are off to a flyer, 20 without loss.
ठीक है लाज चलो चलो लॉन्ग गेम यार अजमत Dino straight Dino Faizi
So Ghazanfar Iqbal has been brought into the attack. No Kashif Ali, because we've seen Ghubrah Giants starting with spin from both ends, but not today. They've been forced to change their plans, and that is because of that great start that they've got, thanks to some big hitting from Rafiullah and Prateek.
Oh yes, one of the most impressive batting lineups, Amerat Royals, and once again showing why they can be very dangerous. Ghazanfar into the attack.
On the pads, flicked into the hands. Yes, no, that could be a chance for a run out. Not the greatest of throws. Well, they need support from the fielders, Ghubrah Giants, if they want to win this game. Ghazanfar is not happy, and he deserves to be not happy.
Azmatullah, the fielder there. This was a great possibility of a run out, a great chance, and they've thrown it away.
Shabu
Catch it is the call. It's never going to land into the hands of Shehbaz. This is a forced change,
boys,
but
lovely.
might just work for Ghubrah Giants. They need to have the fielders in the right place for Ghazanfar and for Rafiullah, because if they need to take wickets, we need to see where they keep the two fielders out. It's the long on and the mid-wicket fielder. That's the run-out chance. A wayward throw, not working in their favour. Clean bowled. Rafiullah has to walk back. Ghazanfar strikes. That is a big wicket. Rafiullah going for the big heave, misses the line completely, and with the new ball, we'll see Ghazanfar gets some movement. Well, that was straight on, completely missing, and Rafiullah has to walk back.
Well, Rafiullah had only one approach, hit or miss, and this time he misses. He walks back for 13. Royals lose their first wicket in the second over. It's 21 for 1.
आपको मालूम है आप गलत हो आप और ये बात भी आप गलत कर रहे हो बाबा कैसे बाबा जी शाबो आजा
So Rafiullah walks back, and the new man in is Akshay Patel.
I wonder what different Rafiullah did that Akshay didn't open the innings for Amerat Royals. In the process, they've disturbed that batting order and they've pushed Akshay to number 3. Nicely plays it down to long on for a single. So in all the carnage and confusion in the middle, there's some calmness that Akshay has brought.
Well, yes, Ghazanfar has been brought into the attack. He's been successful, given away just 2 runs in his 4 deliveries. So you're right, some sanity being brought into the game. Big heave again. Yes, no, and they're going for that run. This is poor poor fielding effort. Need to show some more intensity, the fielders. You can't be allowing those singles. It's not working in their favor at all.
And if looks could kill, Ghazi's stare was enough. He's not happy with someone just getting up a little too early from his position, the Pranav Mehta, and they stole a single.
Yours.
Another good delivery. And that's the end of a successful over from Ghazanfar. If he cannot do anything with the bat, he'll deliver with the ball. 2 overs gone. Royals are 23 for 1.
Over. तो नेक्स्ट ओवर ही पावर प्ले ले सकते हैं थोड़ा कंटिन्यू आइटम अराउंड टू यू
So Darsaid Titans and their players are hanging around to witness this game. Dean Foxcroft will continue. He was expensive in the first over, but they've still shown belief in his ability and have given him the ball for another over.
They'll have to look at wicket-taking options here, Ghubrah Giants.
Catch yourself.
That was smacked hard, straight down the ground. Good stop from the fielder. And they're looking for another one. Well, they need to really need to be aware of the game. They can't let this match slip away from their hands.
But a very nice fielding effort. Look at that slide. That was power down the ground, but just the timing of the dive. The running between the wickets has been very interesting and intriguing, as should I say. Once again, it's Pratik Atavale committing into that run very early.
Yes, that was a soft touch and a single taken. Dean has been bowling a lot better, coming over the wicket than round the wicket. Oh, that's a poor delivery. Poor delivery. Not acceptable. And making full use and full merry of that is Pratik.
He conceded 20 in that first over of his, Dean. Once again, looks like he's trying to compete with his own bowling figures by straying and lying and spraying it all over. Very good effort in that second over by Ghazi. He needs to continue with that good work and apply pressure on the chasing side.
But that's much better. Another big heave. Scamper through for a single. Yes, Amerat Royals are chasing a steep target, but they can do it if they target the right bowlers and not go after every ball. They need to be a little cautious. A full toss again, and they will scamper through for a single.
They're showing a sense of urgency which I fail to understand, the Royals. It's not that they have to chase 150 or 170, it's 123, and on this surface it has been chased. I wonder why this urgency.
There's definitely creeped some panic in that Amerat Royals dugout, and I think the reason could be their loss against in the previous game where they lost, and that has definitely dented the confidence of Amerat Royals. They lost against Bosher Busters. 3 overs, 32 for 1.
Hello. Patan.
So 1 wicket down. Rafiullah is back in the hut, but they've still got some batting left. Karan Sonavle, Mehran Khan can bat. Vinayak Shukla, he's a finisher in the side. So some batting left in that order, but you don't want to take that so deep. If you've got Atavale and Patel batting for you, you want them to bat the entire 10 overs.
There's still a lot of batting, but they don't want to lose another wicket because you don't want to get into rebuilding phase. You need to set that platform and foundation for the middle order to just continue the good work. Now Akshay has had a different role to play. Ghazi to continue.
Oh, that's a big hit. Catch it is the call. Fielder coming around it. Shehbaz will not reach there. Was never a catch. But they'll get 2 runs for it.
Once again giving that bat a wild swing. When it was Rafiullah, it was swing and hit until he missed one. Akshay and Pratik as well adopting the same strategy at the moment. They're throwing their bat at virtually everything.
One.
Short ball straight to the fielder at long on. Dean will cut that off. Kazanfar is bowling a spell that Ghubrah Giants will cherish for a long time. If they can beat Amerat Royals, that will be a moral boosting win. Of course, they will not be qualifying with that win, but it will definitely give them some positives.
This has gone high up in the air. 2 fielders converging. Mine is the call, and it's been dropped. It's been put down. Habib there. For large part of the catch, it looked like as if both would collide into each other. And it was always going to be that kind of a moment where it would create some kind of confusion and discomfort to both the converging fielders. And that's a very important miss by Ghubrah Giants.
Have they lost the match here? That was a catch that should have been taken. And there you go. He was down there all throughout, and then looking at the other fielder won't help. It was your catch, Abdullah Faizan, and he's grasped it. Another big heave straight into the hands of the square leg fielder. Direct hit. They're looking for 2. No, they'll settle for 1, or they would go for 2. We are as confused as the fielders out there.
Pratik is trying to convert a single into 3 runs at the moment. That's the kind of hurry he's been in. He's just taking off at virtually everything that's thrown at him. And even if the ball pops out of the hand, he feels there's a run for that as well. But I just get the impression that Ghubrah Giants have been a little off color in the field this evening. They've had their chances. Finally, 10 points there. The bails sit on the stumps.
Well, little is an understatement.
Lovely stuff, lads.
Kind and polite.
Little
towards
straighter is
Ghubrah
good,
Giants.
Dino.
The fielding has been
You're
disappointing.
doing great, Dino. 1 run out here, Dino, from you.
Off the pads, luckily,
Easy, Ahmed bhai, easy. Right.
it just finds the fielder.
Otherwise, it's been another very fine over. 10 deliveries by Ghazan for a
Lovely,
wicket and 6 runs. What more can you
Acha
ask
finish karna,
when
guys,
you're
eh?
defending 123? But the catches being dropped, singles being given, misfields being
Bahut badhiya,
committed.
Ghazi.
And that's where the problem lies.
Short ball pulled, and that is how costly that catch is going to be every time, every run that Akshay Patel scores from here on. It's going to be very, very painful for Ghubrah Giants. 4 overs gone, 43 for 1.
ये इधर से अमीन यार तुम्हें कॉल करना चाहिए मैं तो कॉल है
Number 9, new bowler number 9.
So 2 bowlers have bowled their full quota of 2 overs each. Ghazanfar got a wicket. He could have gotten another one had the catch been taken, and that would have been a big wicket of Akshay Patel. Not to be. And Ghubrah Giants
Bowling change, bowler come right, I'm over to you.
are looking a little shaky.
Over.
Ibn Amin Habib is the bowler.
He was involved in that drop catch, though he had no role to play, but he did create some confusion by converging. Can he redeem himself with the ball and strike early? Oh, that's a slash and it's been missed, but promising movement here for Habib. But Akshay Patel, you drop him and he'll make you pay the price. That was effortless, just picks it up and dispatches it into the Oman Cricket Academy. What a shot and what a batter he is.
Habib has been asked to go back to his run-up. Some problem with the side screen for Pratik. which now stands rectified. He will take guard again. Well, we are excited in the comm box, and so is the crowd. That's an appeal, but clearly the ball was missing the stumps. Leg by signaled by the umpire. One more run added to the total.
Take the pace of the ball, take the pace of the game. Don't make it easy. Habib is just slowing proceedings down, which is very important because the ball comes on very nicely to the bat over here on the surface. We've seen it with that last 6 as well. Ghazi with his medium paces was picked up easily by Akshay. He's looking dangerous at the moment. Just chips it towards backward point. Sanjaya doing the fielding there. Tell you what, at the moment it's even Stevens. Both the teams are an even keel for this win, but I would still believe the Royals are slightly ahead.
As long as they have wickets in their hand, they're definitely the favourites. And the way Ghubrah Giants are playing, they don't seem to be willing to win this game. One more single. But that catch drop is definitely on the minds. And the body language suddenly of Ghubrah Giants, you see, the shoulders are down, not much chirping in the wicket. And it's the captain's role now to lift them up. Let bygones be bygones. .46 for 1.
Habib has done well so far, conceded only 2 runs. Nicely bowled. Surprised him for pace. Just got that deep into the crease.
This has been a good over from Habib. He's definitely taking the fight, and to be bowling against the likes of Pratik Atavale and Akshay Patel, that takes some talent. He's handling the pressure well. And a dot ball, in fact just a single. So this has been a good over. Can he finish off well?
At a time when all the bowlers have been carted to all parts of the ground, Habib says, I've come here with a plan. Ahmed Khan, the captain, he needs to do something different now for the side. Can he pull the rabbit out of the hat? Another single here. They're looking for the second. Pratik is always in a hurry. But it's been a top over here by Amin. He's brought some sanity with that very, very good over of his where he's conceded only 4 runs. 5 gone, it's 48 for 1.
Five overs, 48 for 1. And there's going to be a change in the voices in the comm box to take you through the next exciting 5 overs and the final overs of this game. It's going to be Suhas Vedam and Ashok Purohit.
Cafe Rocket.
Sanjay has been introduced. 9 runs the economy, an economy of 9. Sanjay. The economy of 9.
1-1. Aram se.
Single first up. 9 runs per over player. But he doesn't bowl usually, Sanjay. If they're resorting to Sanjay, then some plans are not working for Ghubrah Giants.
Possibly the surprise package. They would be expecting a surprise performance from Sanjay. 2 established hitters at the crease. Akshay on 13 and Pratik on 20. So this is going to be an exciting tussle.
Akshay wanted to give it everything. Under edge, good work from Ahmed Khan. A one-handed pickup. Akshay is still wondering what happened after it pitched. There is something for Sanjay on the pitch. Perhaps that is why he's been given the ball.
Almost got the wicket. Akshay almost chopped it on to his wicket. Lucky to be there.
One.
Touch it well. But fielder in the deep.
Abu.
All favourite areas have been
Well
blocked
done,
here.
well done. Back up dena.
Prateek's got to find the elevation.
Sanjay bowling to a plan.
Shabash, lads.
Considered just a couple of runs. 3 of 3. Seems to be doing his work. Cut out for him.
Well, is that the match that Pranav Mehta has missed? This was very, very well planned.
Sorry, Sanju.
Sanjay, I cannot believe it. It's one of the major reasons that he got the ball in hand in the first place. Akshay would have been a goner. It's the second time Ghubrah Giants have messed it up when it comes to Akshay's wicket.
That was an easy stumping chance for Pranav Mehta. Messes it. And Akshay is lucky to be there at the crease.
Very true indeed. Very, very lucky. And he will make you pay. Fielder in the deep can jump all he wants. Akshay gets 6. Sanjay knows what Akshay can do.
That's a costly miss by Pranav. And the next ball pays the penalty.
Almost immediately, the fine is paid.
Shabash, Sanju, shabash.
Yeah, this is quick transfer of money.
No chance for Dean Foxcroft. Poor delivery. Dean will do the same thing. Jump all he wants. It's 6 more. No ball signal. This is turning out to be a nightmare of an over for Ghubrah Giants. First, the mis-stumping and then 2 sixes back to back. One of them off a ball that will not even be counted and a free hit also granted.
Yeah, triple trouble.
Triple trouble indeed. What's the free hit going to be?
Short ball. And he has whacked it again for the 3rd successive 6. This is astonishing. This is great batting by Akshay. 3 successive 6s.
Fantastic hitting this. What a way to end the over. 6 overs gone. 70 for 1.
उधर से नहीं करता हूं
one over behind
चलो मैं उधर से करता हूं इधर से ना
70 for 1 in 6 overs. Rafiullah was asked to open today. For some reason, that definitely hasn't worked, this experiment. Pratika Tavle, 21 of 18. Akshay Patel, 32 of 14. Akshay Patel, number 3 today. And this is what happened in the previous over. Sanjay was introduced. A stumping chance was missed. Then Akshay was making Ghubrah Giants pay for it. Poor delivery, put away for 6. Even poorer delivery, put away for a bigger 6. And if that was not enough, the last one as well traveled the distance. This was exquisite timing and a lot of power. Yamin, what different can Yamin do here? Long on is in place, would be a single. Ghazanfar's got a good throw as well. Pranav Mehta. Well, it's important that he doesn't let it play on his mind, because it's the second time Akshay has been given a life and he's already making Ghubrah Giants pay for it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's the election.
Bowler comes right up over. He had a good spell and he would hope to continue with just 4 in the previous over.
Akshay would be targeting straight is what I feel, if Yamin's keeping it wicket to wicket. Oh well, I couldn't have been more wrong, isn't it? He was trying to place his cheeky shot, but why would he try that, Akshay, when he's so good straight down the ground? He would have been better served had he gone with a straighter bat for this one. Ghubrah Giants need to tell themselves that the game's not done yet. They still can win this. It's a matter of 2 wickets back to back. The pressure is still on. 53 required of 22 is not going to be an easy task. One good over can change the game either way. Yamin, very good delivery. Under pressure. These are the deliveries which will give some momentum to Ghubrah Giants. They need to get themselves back into the game, and what better than a wicket to do so. Akshay Patel and Prateek are in total control at the moment.
Absolutely, Yamin Habib has been exceptional with his bowling spell, keeping it tight, not giving away boundaries, and they need boundaries. See the field for Yemen Habib.
Would it be another Yorker though? Yes, it is. Slightly wide. Adil will pick it up. Yamin's bowling well.
This is exceptional bowling by Yemen Habib. He's not given away boundaries, which has been crucial in the chase for Amerat Royals.
Oh, absolutely.
Worried look. Amerat Royals dug out. They know that these dot balls, these singles won't make them reach the victory.
Yamin doesn't have express pace, but he has enough to trouble the batter. Well, it's a helicopter shot which has come out. Ghazanfar will complete the catch. Akshay Patel's eventually out, and this is a huge moment in the game. This might be the decisive moment between Ghubrah Giants getting the 2 points or Amerat Royals.
This is exceptional bowling by Yamin Habib. He kept the pressure of singles, the pressure of dot balls, and he had to go for this. The helicopter shot came out, but that didn't work. A simple catch to Ghazanfar. This is how he hit the ball. Didn't get the distance. He got the elevation, and that's Ghazanfar taking a safe catch.
Wasn't an easy catch. Definitely wasn't an easy catch. Had to back paddle a little bit. Akshay Patel walks for 33. Amerat Royals will lose their second, but at the wrong time. 73 for 2.
Cross, partner. New batter there. New batter there.
A terrific performance by Ghubrah Giants earlier. The previous game that they played, now every game is virtually a must-win game for them, and then of course it's about who gets to go ahead depending on the net run rate. 148.57 this strike rate of Karan Sonavle. The captain comes out to bat.
Has a big role to play.
Yeah, Yamin's bowled really well. Oh, that's a very good delivery. Just that this game can be cruel to the bowlers so many times. It's the first boundary that's been conceded in the over as well. What an over this has turned out to be. So eventful. 7 overs gone. 7 for 2.
Four bowlers used. Ghazanfar and Yamin Habib, the wicket takers. 1 for 11, 1 for 12. Dean Foxtrot went for plenty, 2 for 29. And Sanjay Ravindra, 1 for 22.
फैजी पीछे जाना फैजी अंदर आ जल्दी भाग क्या फैजी.
Four bowlers used. Ghazanfar and Ibn Yamin, the wicket takers. Dean Foxcroft and Sanjay Ravindra gone for plenty.
जिसको नहीं वो मैं रोक लूंगा.
77 for 2. Ahmed Khan's assumed responsibility with the ball in hand. An off spinner coming in. 47 of 18 required.
Interesting change. Ahmed being brought into the attack.
जल्दी जल्दी फैजी जल्दी जल्दी. ओके ओके अजमत भाई पूरा जाना पूरा.
7 overs, 77 for 2. Ahmed Khan. Prateek up against Ahmed Khan.
नहीं अच्छा है.
Round arm action there from Ahmed Khan. And not quite sure if it was spin in the first place.
Yes, that's quite an interesting action.
Absolutely.
Goes down.
I think he's not letting the batter get underneath the ball. That's the plan. You remember Kedar Jadhav, slightly round armish, but he'd also collapse his knee so that the ball never gets up. This is a very interesting action. That is definitely there. Very good delivery indeed. Effective too. 2 dot balls back to back. Ahmed Khan assuming the responsibility under pressure.
That's very sensible and superb 2 balls from Ahmed.
1-1-1.
Ahmed Khan wouldn't mind that single, I believe. All they could get is a single. Let's have a look at the action once again. Runs in nicely, nice and smooth, and round armish. Very, very effective and accurate so far. 1-0-1. Just 2 runs of the first 3 balls. Can this be the over? This is definitely the make or break over.
Quite true. This is absolutely very good bowling, very tight bowling.
Well, he has been practicing this for a while. Mind you, this is excellent bowling to 2 batters who are well set. Prateek even more so. He's faced 21 balls before this and he scored 24 and missed this one. Terrific bowling. 45 or 14. Equation getting tighter.
Ahmed could turn out to be the trump card here.
Wow, under pressure. This is an over to remember. Can he close it out well? Very good deliveries. Inside out. This could be taken. No, it lands short. The idea is to pick up 2. The second is troublesome. That's a good throw as well. Only a single conceded. 1 more ball to go. What an over this is turning out to be.
Absolutely. Seems to be a magical over. Just conceding 3 runs. Experience coming in play. Ahmed turning out to be the trump card here. This time he connects it well. But straight to the fielder and he's got a wicket.
What a turnaround in the game. It's Ahmed Khan who's produced a magic delivery. He's not only picked up the main man, but bowled a sensational over. This will be talked about for a long, long time. Good catch by Shehbaz. 8 overs gone, 80 for 3. Fabulous, fabulous over. Had to go for the big shot there, the batter. And safe pair of hands for Shehbaz. That's the end of Karan Sonawale. Captain walks for 5, 80 for 3. The game's on.
Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Leave him.
Eight overs gone.
80 for 3.
You bowler come left arm around to you. 22 runs. Okay.
80 for 3 in 8 overs. Sanjaya continues. This could be another. Will it be taken? Yamin gets around it. Takes it on the bounce. A single conceded. Well.
Vinayak, the new batter, after the important wicket of Karan, picked by Ahmed, the skipper.
Imagine assuming the most important over. This is Vinayak Shukla, 210.53. The world has seen what he can do in D10. 2 balls, 6 to win. Then suddenly 1 ball, 6 to win. Smashes it out of the park, collects victory. Emerges hero. Can he emerge hero once again, Vinayak Shukla?
This time he slaps it. Looking for a double. But that's wisely sent back by Prateek.
Well done.
Just a single day. Amerat Royals require 43 of 11. What an interesting tussle it's coming.
42 of 10 with that single. But it's really good bowling. Had to be cheeky. Is cheeky, but straight to the fielder. It's one of those rare moments where as a captain you realize you've set a good field for a left-hander too, who initially starts as righty.
Very nice.
Quite true. Vinayak looking for those glorious shots. One of the shots got them glory and the victory. The last over 6.
It was a different surface as well back then. Today is a different surface. Didn't get the elevation this time around, but gets it in the gap nonetheless. 4 collected. Vinayak gets the first boundary, and Amerat Royals will breathe easy now. They need more of these. 37 required of 8 balls. It's a tight equation.
Quite a thrilling battle happening here. This time he sweeps it to the boundary. Much needed boundary there. Vinayak on 5. Amerat required 37 of 8. This time he goes for a big one. Has he connected it well? Yes, he has. And it's a big 6.
No chance for Ghassan for in the deep because he's no Superman. What a shot. This one's Vinayak. Vinayak getting it from the meat of the bat and sending it a long way. Sanjay not learning from his mistake in the previous over. He's gone for many sixers in this 2 overs of his. And he's got one more delivery coming up. This was clean as a whistle.
Quite true. They would need few more of this.
He's suggesting let him in out of the park if he wants to, but don't lose your line and length. Don't bowl those easy deliveries. He's using power and will clear the ropes. 2 sixes to finish off. Vinayak is keeping his side in the game. What a way to finish the over. 25 required of the last over. Cushion for GG's is 24. 99 for 3. I got what you're saying. You're right. Ahmed Khan has been given the ball. In fact, he would have taken it by himself. 24 is his cushion. 25 required for Amerat. 6 balls. Prateek's batting really well. 27 of 25 for him. He had batted as an anchor's role. Now he needs to be the finisher. Or pick up a single, give it to Vinayak. Both would be fine. Single taken. Vinayak on strike. Now the question is Vinayak thinking at 23 as 4 good balls in slot?
Absolutely. He would be looking to go for those big maximums. And it would be an interesting tussle because Vinayak believes in himself that he can tonk the ball into the boundary. This is the boundary. Bowling to the field.
Okay.
Keeping the line outside the off, so it's going to be always difficult to hit it on the leg. They will have to go for inside-out shots.
But sir, what we've seen from Vinayak is that when you keep it outside off, that's when he walks outside off and sends it sailing. This will be an interesting battle indeed. 24 of 5 balls, Vinayak's, I'm sure, thinking. Vinayak is thinking, well, that was a false delivery. He missed his footing. He's allowed to do that. It's completely well within the rights of the bowler. Vinayak is definitely thinking as 24 as 4 sixes.
Bit of mind games. This time.
Catcher is the call, but who will be the catcher? That has travelled the distance. That sledgehammer of Vinayak has come out really well. 100 comes up for Amerat Royals. The game is still on.
It's absolutely on. 18 of 4. What a thrilling end coming up of the last match of the day. This is absolutely cricket at its best.
It's not over, sir. It's never over when Vinayak's there. That's what he's shown before as well. It's taking time for the ball to be retrieved. Vinayak's asking for a bottle of water, which I'm sure will contain more messages than water.
Yes, quite true. But this is a quick sip. And he's coming back to the crease. This is absolutely exciting battle. Ahmed, using all his wile and guile, the experience he has, kept it tight, not given much of room for the batters to swing their arms. And this is the time for the batters to swing their arms. And Vinayak does it in the best possible manner. He'll be looking to tonk few more of those sixes.
Absolutely. 18 of 4. Where's this one going? That's another very well pointed, very well steered delivery. He's looking for 2. Vinayak should be on strike, and that is the case.
What have you done here?
Well, Shehbaz is not happy. Shehbaz is suggesting the throw should have been at this non-striker's end, of course. But Pranav is suggesting, well, I was free here and I'm the keeper. I would have collected it.
This is good running between the wickets. They're relying a lot on Vinayak, and that's the reason why they ran the double.
Absolutely, and that's why Pranav was also suggesting throw to me. Will this be taken? No, it's on the bounce. The single has been refused. 16 required of 3. Vinayak has been asked to hit not 1 6 when one ball was required. He's been asked to
match
hit
जीत गया.
3 sixes in 3 balls here because he's not giving up strike as well.
This is confidence. Let's see how much it comes into handy.
This one's gone. This one's gone flying. Ghazanfar cannot do anything.
ना खाना.
Now he's just checking the boxes off. Vinayak knows 10 required of 2 balls. 10 of 1 now. With that.
Well played, well played. हाँ?
Well.
अब तूने बोल दिया तो मैं उसको बोलूँगा नहीं ये नहीं करते.
No chance. 10 of 1 now. Sir, 10 of 1? Sir, 10 of 1 nahi hai, sir.
Awake, awake. Actually, come here only.
All right, so 1 ball was counted later on. 10 of 1.
वही किया.
Sir, इसमें तो लिखा हुआ था 316.
नहीं बस पीछे.
All right, it was a little late to update then. It was 3 of 16 at that time, but it was a little late to update. So that means despite the fact that it's gone for 6, the game's done and dusted as far as Amerat Royals are concerned. Ghubrah Giants realize this one's in the bag. If this is a legal delivery, Ghubrah Giants have picked up a win. 10 required of 1 ball.
Crucial win for Ghubrah Giants. They needed this. This was a must-win match at this time. A wide ball. 9 of the last ball. A no ball. If it is, then it would make it interesting.
Yeah, they just need 1 legal delivery here. Ahmed Khan, that's gone up in the air, will land safely, but that doesn't matter. Vinayak will ensure it's only a single. There's no point running for the second one as well. The ball's declared dead as soon as it's reached the keeper's glove there. Victory here for the Ghubrah Giants. Their batters have clicked today, produced a magical total, and in the end, due to this man on screen, bowling a wonderful over when it mattered the most, they have clinched victory. Ghubrah Giants have got a game to remember for a long, long time, and it is this one.
Ahmed Khan absolutely wonderful with his bowling spin. He had the heart of a youngster, of a teenager, but he bowled with the experience he has. Ahmed Khan absolutely the star. Restricts Amerat Royals just to 116 for 3. This is all-round cricket at its best. Amerat Royals lose the match. Ghubrah Giants needed the victory. They got it.
They needed a victory, of course, to stay afloat, and they have beaten one of the best sides. Vinayak is furious with himself. He knows he would have turned it around a little bit more deliveries that he needed. Little more deliveries, but that would mean had Amerat Royals gone with the regular opening and regular batting order, then this game could have turned out to be a little different.
Could be, but Rafiullah did get them the good start. He did get off to a flyer.
Absolutely agree, but that put more pressure on Akshay as well when he came out. Yes, he came good eventually, but think about it in that way. Well, you never know. These ifs and buts will continue in cricket, but for the moment, it is handshakes all around. One of the best things that we see after a hard-fought cricket match. 2 teams shake hands and say very well played, and this is what we play cricket for.
And indeed, they played very well. Both the teams had the chances. Ghubrah Giants was lucky, and they were absolutely clinical.
Amerat Royals and their reply with a bat in hand. Rafiullah 13 of 5. A good start, but a little experiment that failed. Pratik Athavale 28 of 26. Stayed there till the end. Could he have been a little quicker in scoring those runs? Akshay Patel 33 of 17 is what got the game very, very close. Karan Sonavale departed for 5. Vinayak Shukla almost emerges a hero with 32 of just 9 deliveries. 3 bowlers amongst wickets.
Ghazanfar Iqbal, Ibn Amin Habib and Ahmed Khan. What a bowling spell from Ahmed Khan. 1 for 20. Ghazanfar 1 for 12. Habib 1 for 11. Sanjay Ravindra went for plenty. 2 for 41. Dean Foxroff also went for plenty. 29 of the 2 overs he bowled.
Yeah, Ahmed Khan requires special mention. This has been a terrific innings indeed. Dean Foxcroft started. Runs were pouring from all parts.
Rafaela gave them the start they needed. He was promoted and he did his job. Went for his big shots, but had to depart off Ghazenfar's over. Sixes continued to come in plenty. Akshay and Pratik took on the roll. This helicopter shot went straight into the hands of Ghazenfar. Ahmed Khan, the hero today, picked up the wicket, crucial wicket, and curtailed the run rate.
Yes, Sanjay went for a lot of runs, 41 of them in 12 balls. But Ahmed Khan has got his own style of doing things, and that translates in bowling as well. Sixes were hit towards the end that you expect in D10, but enough cushion by the batters provided for the men in yellow to pick up a win over here. A much needed win. Now the calculators would be out. Ghubrah Giants 1, 2, 3 for 6 in their allotted 10. Kashif Ali 62 set the innings up beautifully, and Dean Foxcroft played the extra pair of hands required for a respectable total. Adil Abbas's 16 features there as well. Don't forget Rafiullah's 4 for 15, which includes a brilliant hat-trick to say to the world that he is a terrific all-rounder.
Chasing 124, Amerat Royals were 116 for 3, restricted. Akshay Patel and Vinayak Shukla took them close, but they finally had to give it to Ghubrah Giants. Ghubrah Giants winning it by 7 runs. Ibn Amin Habib, Ghazenfar and Ahmed picking up a wicket each.
So Ghubrah Giants win by 7 runs. We'll take a short break, and on the other side, we'll have the post-match presentation. Let's find out who the player of the match is.
Good evening and welcome. One of those matches that give you the grand finale kind of a feeling. Of course, it was a league game, but it was played with the right spirit and we were all entertained and enthralled all throughout the evening. It was Ghubrah Giants taking on the Amerat Royals, and Ghubrah Giants have shown in a gigantic performance. They've done well and they've outright chance to maybe make into the top 4. Whether they will be able to do it or not, that time will tell. Good evening and welcome to the post-match presentation party. I've got a special guest tonight joining me. It is Arabian. Yes, there has been a lot of talk around this player. He's been imported by Ghubrah Giants and they've been really lucky to have him. It is none other than in 30 balls. That's a very vital innings coming in from Kashif Ali. He's a player. And along with that, there is a very nice Ali Anwar. Of course, you must be relieved with the kind of performance that you've displayed today, and a proud moment for you as well as Ghubrah Giants.
Yes, first of all, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I think it was a great team effort. The way we so our bowlers bowled really well. It wasn't easy out there, but I think they stuck to our plans, and we did a great job.
Well, Ghubrah Giants have done well in the first game, and then they just lost track. Do you think they've got the right combination now?
We are playing now. We've got a slight chance that we can qualify to top 4, but let's hope. Let's see.
All right, you played well. Good luck for the remainder of the tournament.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
That's Kashif, the player of the tournament, player of the match. Apologies. And that's it from the presentation ceremony. Let's head back to the comms.
Thank you very much, Shoaib. Those are the standings after this particular game. Ruby Rangers, after winning 5 out of their 6 games, are sitting pretty up top. 10 points for them and a very healthy net run rate, 3.3. Kurum Thunders catching up with him, mirroring the same amount of wins and losses, but the net run rate 1.94. Very healthy indeed. Bosher Busters at number 3 after an excellent win today. And Amerat Royals, despite a hiccup, are there at the number 4 position. Azeba 11 would be looking up. Ghubrah Giants would be expecting more results in their favour. And the State Titans and Khubir Warriors would be playing for pride. Let's have a look at what tomorrow has in store for us in terms of the cricket tournament and the cricket bonanza. Match number 25, Kurum Thunders taking on Amerat Royals. We will come to you live at 3:15 p.m. and then the State Titans will take on the Khubir Warriors at 5:30 p.m. live. Match number 27 would be Ghubrah Giants versus Bosher Busters. Another excellent game of cricket at 7:45 p.m. and then a 10 p.m. start, whereas Zeba 11 will lock horns with Ruby Rangers. It all will come to you from the live from Oman Cricket Academy, and I really hope you enjoyed today's broadcast as well, because we definitely did, bringing it to you. From all of us here, it's very good night.
Oh.